Yo, I'm Nay.
My name's Nari.
My name's Hugh Adamson.
Hi everyone, my name's Laurie Joy.
And I've got some top tips for those who are coming to study at Lancaster University.
Alright, top tips. Let's see.
So number one thing I want to tell you, and you might have already heard it before, but it is join as many societies as you can and as soon as you can. It's the best thing I did in my first year. Honestly, I joined way too many, but I enjoyed it so much. It's where you can meet loads of new people, you can get out the house, gives you a break from your studies, and honestly it's so fun as well.
The first tip is about accommodation. Before you move into your accommodation, it's a really good idea to have a look online or email or ask around about what is already provided for you in terms of appliances or facilities before you move in. So that could include things like things in the kitchen, like toasters, kettles, whatever it is. It's a really good idea to find out what is already provided for you before you move in, so then you don't buy anything unnecessary.
Tip number one, invest in a Dishmatic sponge. These don't cost very much money, maybe £1, £1.50, and they are sponges that are attached to sticks that you fill up with washing up liquid. And trust me, they are amazing because you can do your washing up without having to touch anyone else's manky bowls with mouldy things in it. Trust me, you'll not regret it.
The first piece of advice is, if you're coming to Lancaster, get out and see the local area, because around Lancaster there's some lovely countryside. So you can head along the old railway, which is now a lovely cycle path, either east along to the Crook of the Loon, which is absolutely gorgeous, or west along to Glasson, which is a fantastic coastal walk and very accessible. Or you can head up and down the old canal as far as Kendal, and there are some lovely tracks as well just east of Barham area where they're roads but they're not very busy, so they're very nice to walk on.
For a more practical thing, I guess, and one that not a lot of people take advantage of, is the market on Saturdays in Lancaster. Currently it's in Dalton Square since the pandemic, but there's a crepe guy that makes some really awesome crepes that I definitely recommend.
Tip number two, when you get involved with your church or with the CU, as well as making friends with students, make sure you make friends with people from different generations as well, because you're going to live with students, you're going to study with students, you're going to spend all of your fun times with students. You will get a bit sick of students, and actually having those people from families, older people, even kids in your life will really ground you and remind you that not everything revolves around uni. There are things outside of uni in this world.
Second thing I want to share with you is find a great church to go to. We have so many amazing churches here in Lancaster, so many amazing church communities, and it's a chance for you to spend time on God, worship God, chance for you to be a blessing to others, for other people to pray for you, and feel free to try as many of them as you want. You know, it's a great chance to see what type of church do I really want to go to.
The second tip is in relation to church itself. If you join a church when you move to university and you're able to be part of a life group, I think that's a really, really great idea. At Hope Church there's various different life groups throughout the city that you can join. It's a great way to connect with other members of the church that aren't necessarily exclusively in the student demographic, and it's a great way to form new friendships and grow in your faith together.
In terms of spiritual advice, I'd say don't flirt to convert. Half of us have tried it, so learn from our mistakes.
For the church, I definitely recommend that you get involved. You're going to be here for 3 years, probably, maybe even more. It's really good to get settled down into a church, but don't just be in the background. I'm involved in, different ministries. I'm involved in the worship, newly involved in this whole broadcast team that we've set up now since the pandemic, so you can get to know more people in the church and just doing great things for God.
And yeah, so that's my 2 top tips for you. Hope you have a lovely year ahead. Wishing you all the best.
Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your time at Lancaster.